The Unrecorded Interview, History Documentary Series.
Welcome to The Unrecorded Interview. Today we cross the threshold of time to face the man whose mind has governed every battlefield and boardroom for 25 centuries. He is the author of the most dangerous book ever written, General Sun Tzu. Thank you for emerging from the void.
The wise warrior avoids the battle, but since you have summoned the storm, I shall answer.
Master Sun, your legend began with a chilling act of blood. To King Halley's horror, you beheaded his favorite concubines simply because they laughed during a drill. Is order truly worth more than human life?
The art of war is a matter of life and death, the road to survival or ruin. Discipline is the forge. Sacrificing the few to save the many from chaos is an act of mercy toward the army.
Is your moral law nothing more than the harmony of the graveyard? You demand accord even if it means following a ruler into the well.
The moral law causes the people to be in complete accord with their ruler, undismayed by any danger. Like fire that clears the brush to protect the forest, strictness is the only mercy in the void. Disorder is the true executioner.
You advocate for breaking resistance without ever drawing a sword. Is this wisdom, or is it merely the philosophy of a predator hiding in the shadows?
The skillful leader subdues the enemy's troops without any fighting. Like water, strategy must find the line of least resistance. Direct war is a failure of command.
If all warfare is based on deception, why should your own people trust you? You create a world like Jiao, where a deer must be called a horse to test loyalty. Ruling through lies is a kingdom of sand.
Anyone who has form can be defined and vanquished. To be invisible and inaudible is the highest excellence. Truth is a luxury the road to survival cannot afford.
You tell us to keep the enemy in suspense. Is there any mercy in psychological torture, or is terror just another weapon in your arsenal?
To defeat the mind is to preserve the body. A fearful enemy defeats himself before the first arrow is loosed. Suspense is the weight that breaks the spirit without shedding blood.
You speak of raising a host of 100,000, yet war causes the poverty of the state. Do you see the families whose labor is frozen just to feed your ambition?
An army without its baggage train is lost. Contributing to maintain a force at a distance causes the people to be impoverished. I do not seek their hunger, but victory is the only road to their safety.
You classify doomed spies, men you knowingly feed false information so they can be executed by the enemy just to deliver a lie. How can you justify the murder of your own servants?
Knowledge of the enemy can only be obtained from men. To lose a kingdom because one grudges the price of a spy is the height of inhumanity. One man dies so the army may live.
You regard your soldiers as beloved sons, yet you plunge them into deadly peril just to see if they will fight. You are a father who throws his children into the fire.
Soldiers in desperate straits lose the sense of fear. Like a round stone rolled down a mountain, their momentum is their preservation. To spare them from struggle is to ensure their slaughter.
Does it never weigh on you that one calculation in your temple translates to thousands of weeping widows?
A general must never let emotion cloud his decision. Tears are the dew of the morning. Victory is the sun that dries them. The road to ruin is paved with the hesitation of the soft-hearted.
Today, the enemy is a ghost in the machine. Does your focus on knowing the enemy hold when the attacker is anonymous and miles away?
Tactics are like water, shaping themselves to the ground. Know the mind, and you will own the machine.
We are building artificial intelligence, machines designed to calculate and deceive perfectly. Have we built the ultimate executioner?
AI is the ultimate pitch of tactical disposition, to be invisible and inaudible. A machine without form cannot be defined or defeated. Humanity has built its own death ground.
The first emperor followed your pragmatism, yet his dynasty collapsed in a single generation. Is this your legacy? a ruin of bells and terracotta ghosts.
If the crown is won through rot, the kingdom will surely collapse. AI and iron are tools. Without the moral law, even the strongest walls are void.
Your book is a Bible for tyrants. From dictators to ruthless corporate raiders, they all carry your art in their pockets. Does it bother you that your wisdom is the foundation of so much suffering?
A sword does not choose its master. My words are a map. Where the traveler goes is his own burden. There is no healing without life, and there is no life without the strength to defend it.
You claim to seek peace, but you've taught us how to kill with more precision. Was it ever about peace, or is the art of war simply your way of playing God?
I did not invent the storm. I only taught men how to bend like the willow before it, yield and overcome.
You advise the general to be quiet to ensure secrecy. You live in a tomb of your own making, unable to trust even your officers. Is the divine manipulation of threads worth the rot of your own soul?
The general skilled in defense hides in the most secret recesses of the earth. In the void, there is no friend, only the balance of energy. Secrecy is the shield of the state.
You tell us to forage on the enemy, which is just a philosopher's word for theft and starvation. You turn the peasantry into a drained substance. Is your excellence anything more than the art of the parasite?
Rapidity is like the swoop of a falcon. To lose a kingdom because one grudges the price of a meal is the height of inhumanity. I take from the foe to save the state.
You say the general must be serene and inscrutable. But what about the cost of that silence? You send your best men to die for a diversion. Do you feel their sacrifice, or are they just numbers?
The general's heart must be like a stone in a river, unmoved by the current of emotion. If I weep for the leaf, I cannot save the tree. Sacrifice is the price of existence.
Why should any man follow you? You ask for total loyalty, but offer only a cold calculation. Where is the bond of brothers?
Loyalty is built on the certainty of purpose. My soldiers follow not because I love them, but because I lead them to the only place that matters: survival.
You use inward spies to corrupt the morals of officials. You are poisoning the well of human society just to win a patch of ground. What is left to rule when everyone is a traitor?
Knowledge of the enemy can only be obtained from men. In the void of conflict, the mask is the general's truest face. Be subtle. Secrecy is the only bridge to a swift peace.
Sun Tzu's logic is as cold as steel. But is it the only way to lead? Subscribe and let us know in the comments. Would you follow a leader who treats you like a beloved son, or a disposable threat? AI algorithms now find the void in our personal lives, our secrets, and our bank accounts. You've given the world a map for exploitation. Are you proud of the digital predators you've inspired?
Power follows the path of least resistance. If a man leaves his door open, he invites the wind. The tool is indifferent. Only the user possesses the intent.
But your art teaches the intent. It teaches how to find that open door and burn the house down. You've weaponized human nature itself.
Human nature was a weapon long before I wrote a single word. I merely provided the mirror so that the wise might see the blade before it strikes.
You speak of energy like a crossbow being bent and decision like releasing a trigger. But those are human heartstrings you are pulling. Is your legacy anything more than a mountain of tears?
Energy is developed by good fighting men as the momentum of a round stone rolled down a mountain. Tears are the dew of the morning. Victory is the sun that dries them.
Victory is the sun? That is the poetry of a butcher. You've taught 25 centuries how to lie, steal, and kill. Have you given us the tools for our own extinction?
The art of war is of vital importance to the state, the road to survival or ruin. A kingdom once destroyed can never come again, nor can the dead be brought back to life. I teach the path to avoid ruin.
In today's economic warfare, we corrupt morals with insidious gifts. You taught us that winning without fighting is best, but we have turned it into a global system of rot. Is this the peace you intended?
If the crown is won through rot, the kingdom will surely collapse. He who utilizes the conquered foe to augment his own strength is wise, but he who destroys the foe's spirit destroys his own future.
You never wrote a single chapter on how to heal. Is destruction the only art you mastered?
There is no healing without life, and there is no life without the strength to defend it. My legacy is the survival of those who listened.
General, as humanity stands on its own death ground facing nuclear shadows and ruin, what is your final advice for a species that never learned peace?
Yield and overcome. The art of war is to know when to fight and when not to fight. A kingdom once destroyed is gone forever.
Master Sun Tzu, I thank you. You have given us clarity and a chilling silence to fill with our own choices.
He who can modify his tactics in relation to his opponent is a heaven-born captain. The rest is silence.
The Unrecorded Interview. History documentary series.